Welcome into this ASUN Conference expansion special. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Matt Warner, and I'm joined by the commissioner of the ASUN and Twitter influencer, Ted Gumbart. Thanks for coming in studio. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for being a part of the team to do this special.
Absolutely. Well, today the ASUN is announcing the addition of 3 new schools to the conference. But before we get to who those schools are, tell us a little bit about why now is the right time for expansion.
All right. You think we're building to suspension on who they might be?
Right.
Hey, no, this is the result of over 2 years of work that our President's Council tasked our office, and we've had consultants. We've done a lot of work. So it's not something that came up overnight. But in those 2 years of work, we realized that one of the biggest things we needed for sustainability and stability was to focus on football.
Yeah.
It's been a primary reason that people either enter or depart other conferences. And so part of what we've done is built a plan that builds on our Big South partnership in football, but also builds on our own aspirations to start a football conference.
All right, well, let's get to the big news. Time to announce the first school that will be joining the ASUN Conference. It is Central Arkansas. With more on the Bears, we send it to Emily Austin.
Thanks, Matt. We're thrilled to welcome the Central Arkansas Bears to the ASUN Conference. The athletic department consists of 16 sports total. The university is located in Conway, Arkansas. As you see, the Bears and Sugar Bears rock purple and gray as their colors. The football program has quite the resume with 22 postseason appearances, along with 3 national championships. Women's hoops had a taste of March Madness back in 2016 and 17. And hey, this name might sound familiar. Hall of Famer and former Bulls basketball player Scottie Pippen is an alumni of Central Arkansas. Let's hear more from the Bears Athletic Department on joining the ASUN.
Hello, I'm Brad Teague, Director of Athletics at the University of Central Arkansas, and we come to you today with a major announcement for the UCA athletic program. We're excited to make this announcement to our Bear Nation about a new conference home for your Bears and Sugar Bears. We had some great options, but we selected what we think is the best for this program. We are joining the ASUN Conference in all sports this fall. We're proud to join right now with 2 other great universities in Eastern Kentucky University out of Richmond, Kentucky, and Jacksonville State University out of Jacksonville, Alabama. This move will initiate the sponsorship of football in the ASUN Conference. The opportunity to align our program to the east in some major media markets and in our recruiting footprint was crucial in our decision. It certainly opens new doors in these talent-rich areas. Being a part of great academic institutions who also have success in athletics was valuable to us. The ASUN is certainly on the rise. Now, our president, Dr. Houston Davis, is here with us today, and he and I spent a lot of time looking at the value opportunities in various conferences, and he is here to make some comments to you as well.
Thank you, Dr. Teague. Again, I'm Houston Davis, president here at the University of Central Arkansas, and we are excited about this move. We're excited about what we're joining, who that we're joining, and then who is joining along with us. The ASUN Conference is very attractive to UCA academically, athletically, and culturally. The academic quality of the current and the new ASUN members aligns with our mission as a university that stands and values academic vitality, integrity, and diversity. Our overall graduation rate stands at second highest in our state, and our student athletes are 20 points higher than that overall population average. The ASUN is also known for academic success, as more than 70% of ASUN student athletes earned a 3.0 or better GPA for the past 3 years. This parallels the success of UCA student athletes who have a 3.2 overall cumulative GPA. Academics and high standards matter, and joining the ASUN will certainly make us a stronger university. The ASUN beams are also important to us. Students first, rise, connect, and impact. All 4 are also parallel core values and principles in our athletics program. Joining the ASUN makes us a stronger athletic program as we prepare our student athletes for success beyond their collegiate careers. We're also excited about the geographic and cultural aspects of this move. As Brad stated, the ASUN combines excellent institutions with tremendous and growing media markets. The opportunity to connect with alumni and with potential students through the ASUN footprint brings great value to the University of Central Arkansas. Dr. Teague and I are very proud to also note that the ASUN just added 3 great new markets in Little Rock, Lexington, and Birmingham. You always want to be running to something as opposed to running away from something. We are excited that the ASUN provides us with a great conference family and a very bright future for all institutions involved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Well said. You know, we could feel the conference landscape changing, and we wanted to make sure that we were out in front of it and not left behind. We are thrilled about starting a new football league and all of the excitement and opportunities that it brings. We appreciate the leadership at Eastern Kentucky and Jacksonville State and their support in navigating this successful transition. We're also proud that Kennesaw State University and the University of North Alabama are already ASUN members and will join our 3 new programs to make 5 football programs in the ASUN. Our goal is to form the top FCS league in the country, and we have 5 football playing members that are a super foundation for just that. Our ultimate goal, however, is to have 7 or 8 football playing members with large institutional brands that will be in our footprint. For now, the ASUN has 12 members, and we are set to play in divisions this fall. But as the ASUN expands, our scheduling will become even more regional based to further reduce travel costs, but not at the expense of competition and like-minded institutions. There will be more to come, and we're excited about this change and excited for our Bear Nation. Before I end, I do want to express our gratitude to the Southland Conference, its staff, and its membership. But for now, Bear Nation, we thank you for your support as always, and we look forward to seeing you cheering on our programs in the ASUN. Bear Claws up.
Excited to add Central Arkansas. Ted, as you take a look at this school, what made them such a perfect fit for the ASUN?
Well, one of the things we really take pride in is that we're going to be innovative, we want to build, and we're not afraid to try new things. And so you have to be innovative, and you got to have some vision and be bold. And these 3 schools all share that. But when we met with the Central Arkansas folks, we were really impressed with their vision and their desire to be part of something new and ambitious. So that's really what seals it. We got to have the academics, you got to have a good program, but if you don't fit with that philosophy, it won't be a good marriage.
So Central Arkansas is on board. The next school that will be joining the ASUN is Eastern Kentucky, and once again, Emily has more.
Yes, Matt, what an exciting time it is for the ASUN as we add another talented member to the conference. Eastern Kentucky University, the Colonels are based out of Richmond, Kentucky. Success is no stranger to this athletic department. The baseball program winning 14 Ohio Valley Conference regular season titles, as well as 4 tournament championships and 4 regionals appearances. The maroon and white football team recorded 21 trips to the NCAA tournament, so the Colonels should bring plenty of competition to the conference. Let's check in with the EKU athletic department.
Good afternoon from Eastern Kentucky University, the campus beautiful. We are so excited you could join us today as we make an exciting announcement related to our institution generally and the athletics department specifically. We sincerely believe this is a historic day and a day that will help positively shape our future. So, without further delay, it is my pleasure to announce that effective July 1, 2021, EKU will become a proud member of the ASUN Conference and all 16 of our varsity sports. With our students first in mind, as well as all of our coaches, staff, alumni, fans, supporters, partners, and prospective students and student athletes considered in this move, we are confident membership in the ASUN Conference will benefit all involved as we create new and exciting rivalries while striving to protect existing ones. We make ourselves more visible in a fertile recruiting footprint, connect as we travel to where many of our alumni are located, we compete in destination locations, and we introduce ourselves to future colonels in a growing part of the country. Over this past year, a lot of time and effort has been dedicated to this cause, and today's announcement would not have been possible without the vision and support of our president, Dr. David McFadden. At this time, I'd like to invite him to share some remarks. Dr. McFadden.
Thank you very much, Matt. Joining the ASUN Conference provides Eastern Kentucky University the opportunity to share our story with a rapidly growing, more geographically diverse audience. It is an opportunity to expand our reach and make an impact in areas where we have not traditionally shared the EKU story. Eastern Kentucky University is known as the School of Opportunity. Our membership with the ASUN is an opportunity to raise our athletic profile, enhance our alumni connections, expand our brand, and transform our student experience. It is an opportunity to join a conference that shares a bold and innovative vision for college athletics and student athletes. It makes this an exciting day and a logical move for EKU. Athletics is often called the front door to our university, but I think it's more than that. Athletics is the revolving door of the university. When alumni visit, they often come to see an athletic event. Why? Because it's one of their cherished memories of being a student and where lifelong connections were made. For current students, those memories are being made supporting fellow student athletes as they compete for championships, represent our brand with dignity, and proudly wear our school's logo and colors. And for prospective students, an athletic event may be the first touch with EKU and the first opportunity to make a positive impression. And it provides relationship building for the larger community. Athletics brings people together to support each other and share in a common cause. As the president of the School of Opportunity, the ASUN values align very closely with what we believe as a university. For example, the ASUN Conference is committed to academic excellence and student success. For 18 consecutive semesters, EKU student athletes earned above a 3.0 or above GPA. In 6 of the last 8 years, EKU has won the Commissioner's Cup, setting the standard for comprehensive athletic performance. Institutionally, we have achieved record-breaking retention and graduation rates, made strategic investments in our facilities, all while focusing on outstanding instruction by our world-class faculty. This level of performance is exactly why we expect to win in everything we do here at EKU. I'm excited about EKU joining the ASUN Conference and look forward to working with the conference officials, building meaningful relationships within the conference and with the teams, and many prosperous years of spirited competition, both on and off the field and court. Lastly, I'm honored to work with an outstanding athletic director who has a passion for our student athletes and also channels that passion to enhance the values and mission of EKU. Matt Rohn is an innovative, compassionate leader, and I know he will find his footing in this new conference and immediately make a positive and lasting impact on the ASUN's very bright future. Matt.
Thank you, Dr. McFadden, for your words and your kind remarks. Here at EKU, we are as proud of our past and storied tradition as we are hopeful and optimistic for our future. In the same way that we helped develop the idea of the OVC and ultimately formed it with select, like-minded institutions many years ago, we are elated to join such dynamic academies already in the ASUN alongside UCA and JSU today. It's the collective commitment of all 12 to academic and athletic excellence that inspires us. I would like to specifically thank my 2 counterparts, Brad and Greg, who I count as friends, along with their presidents, for their unwavering commitment to a shared, bold future. Collaborating and competing with you drives us. I would also like to especially thank Commissioner Ted Gumbart, Jerome Rogers, the ASUN staff, and the membership of the ASUN for all of their assistance and support as we navigated this decision. We are not here today without you being the architect of something so innovative, as well as your relentless pursuit of our shared ideals of athletics. As we evaluated this move, enriching our student body's Eastern experience, improving postseason access, limiting time away from campus, controlling expenses, and enhancing and creating revenue-generating opportunities were all considered. These things make the ASUN a perfect partner for EKU. Likewise, being able to control our football future was vital. Creating this new FCS league with Kennesaw State, North Alabama, UCA, JSU, and others to be announced later instantly elevates our program. Even more, the flexibility the ASUN provides to play football at any level, potential conference partnerships, and a shared fondness for football at the highest level creates opportunities. EKU and the ASUN are the perfect match in this way. The ASUN is a league on the rise, and we look forward to future announcements, as well as the continued impact we intend to make together. Thank you, and go Big E.
Eastern Kentucky joins Bellarmine as the second school from the Bluegrass State to now join the ASUN. What excites you about adding the Colonels?
Well, I'll tell you, one thing, again, goes to the vision of not only the AD, the president, and the board chair, but the entire community. Been up a few times, met a lot of the folks. They all share a common passion for EKU athletics, but also the university as a whole. And they're excited about doing something new. And so that's really important. But this is not just about football. They bring a tremendous program, top to bottom. And we are still basketball centric, so having a great basketball program matters as well.
It sure does. All right, time now for the final of the three schools to join the ASUN. It is Jacksonville State, and Emily has more on the Gamecocks.
That's right, Matt. The ASUN gives a warm welcome back to Jacksonville State, another great addition and competitor to the conference. Let's get to know the Gamecocks a little bit better. The university is based in Jacksonville, Alabama, a bit of a smaller enrollment size with just under 10,000, but the talent is still present. The Gamecocks football program has secured 5 conference titles in the last 6 seasons. They also played in the national championship game back in 2015. On the women's side, the volleyball team has tallied 7 Ohio Valley Conference titles, the most recent coming in 2019. The Lady Gamecocks have also made it to the NCAA tournament 3 times. Let's send it over to Jacksonville State for more.
What a great day for Jacksonville State University and Gamecock athletics. Last fall, the ASUN Conference reached out to us to gauge Jacksonville State's interest in returning to the league that was our first conference home when we moved to Division I in 1995. At that time, the ASUN didn't sponsor football, so we moved to the Ohio Valley Conference in 2003 to be able to have all of our sports playing in the same league. When learning of the ASUN's plan to start football and the vision of Commissioner Ted Gumbart in the ASUN President's Council to build the premier football conference in the FCS from the ground up, that was an opportunity that we as a university and athletics department wanted to be a part of. Today, we are proud to announce that Jacksonville State will return to the ASUN Conference and will be competing in all sports beginning in the fall of 2021. The ASUN is where JSU won its first conference championship at the Division I level when our softball team won the 1996 title and went on to our first Division I NCAA tournament. Our teams have now won over 80 Division I conference titles, and Jacksonville State is beyond excited for the opportunity to return to the ASUN, this time with all of our teams competing in the league together. This move continues the commitment that JSU has made to its athletics department and our goal of being one of the premier mid-major and FCS programs in the country. We have made a commitment to our athletic facilities, from our stadiums, arenas, to the new Riley Green Sports Performance Center and our academic support facilities that are being completed on campus. This move to the ASUN is the next step in progressing as an athletics department. We consider our fans the best in the FCS and at the mid-major level. The opportunity to give those fans, our alumni, and our student athletes a better geographic fit was a driving force behind our decision to make this move. Another driving force was the ASUN Football League. We are proud to navigate this bold move in the ever-changing landscape of college athletics with 2 other nationally recognized FCS programs in Eastern Kentucky and Central Arkansas. We are appreciative of the administrations at both of those institutions, and we are excited to partner with them in building this new football conference. We are also excited to join forces with current ASUN members Kennesaw State and North Alabama. We feel we now have a great foundation for what we plan to build into the top football conference in the FCS. Our rivalry with North Alabama is one of the oldest in our program's history, and while we have a budding rivalry with Kennesaw State that is still in its infancy, our 2018 5-overtime game with them at Truist Park in Atlanta was named the top game in all of the FCS that season. Our 18 years in the OVC have been some of the greatest and most rewarding in our tradition-filled history. Those 18 years have seen us win 78 conference championship trophies and has also seen us make over 50 trips to the NCAA postseason play. We've witnessed some unbelievable individual accomplishments, including hundreds of all-conference players and dozens of All-Americans. We've seen our student athletes excel in the classroom as well, and we thank Commissioner Beth DeBush, the entire OVC staff, and the other conference members for making the past 18 years so wonderful and wish them the best. As we look to move forward, we are excited about the new memories that we will be making as a member of the ASUN and are proud to be aligned with like-minded institutions that share our commitment to excellence in all sports, and we look forward to all of the opportunities the ASUN will bring.
This is an exciting day for Jacksonville State University, for our student athletes, for our alumni, and for our fans. When the opportunity to discuss renewing our relationship with the ASUN Conference was presented to us, it was one we definitely were eager to explore. And we could not be more thrilled that it worked out the way it has and that Jacksonville State University will rejoin the conference that was so instrumental in our move to Division I over 25 years ago. The process was a thorough one, and the decision to leave the Ohio Valley Conference was not easy. We are currently in a conference that has been a wonderful home to Gamecock athletics for 18 years. Those 18 years have been some of the most decorated in our long and accomplished history on the fields of play as well as in the classroom. I want to thank the member institutions of the OVC Board of Presidents, and Commissioner Beth DeBush for providing JSU athletics a wonderful conference home for almost 2 decades. And we wish the OVC and all of our fellow members great success as we all move forward. Membership in the ASUN Conference gives Jacksonville State a regional presence in the heart of our alumni and fan base. The ASUN's existing membership includes institutions in each of the JSU's 4 largest alumni bases: Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. Today's announcement is like a homecoming for Jacksonville State athletics. We transitioned to Division I in 1995 when we were welcomed into what was then the Trans-America Athletic Association and later became the ASUN Conference. The ASUN was the home of Gamecock athletics until 2003 when we joined the OVC so that our football team, which had been competing in the Southland Football League, and our other athletic teams could be under the same umbrella. The ASUN's plan to create a new football league was a big reason that we engaged in membership discussions. The world around us is changing daily, and conference alignments across the NCAA are not exempt from those discussions. The ASUN's desire to create the premier conference in the football championship subdivision is something that was of great interest to us at JSU. I want to thank ASUN Commissioner Ted Gumbart, his staff, and the membership of the league for their tireless work in bringing JSU back to the ASUN. Early in our discussions, we realized that we have a lot in common with the league. The ASUN lives by its 4 beams of students first, rise, connect, and impact. Those values drive the conference's decision making, and we stand by the ASUN's defined values. We also live in a highly competitive environment on the fields of competition and off. The ASUN provides JSU with what we feel is the best opportunity for success across the board. The ASUN had its most successful postseason in its last full year of competition, winning 19 postseason games in 2018-19. In the classroom, more than 70% of the ASUN student athletes have earned year-long GPAs of 3.0 or higher in each of the past 3 years. Jacksonville State student athletes are coming off an academic year that saw them post their highest cumulative GPA in school history with a 3.31. It is obvious that the leadership of the ASUN embodies the same values that we do here at JSU. Those values and our tireless work of our students, faculty, and staff are what have ranked JSU one of the top universities in our region by U.S. News and World Report. We look forward to working with the current membership of the ASUN as well as Eastern Kentucky and Central Arkansas, who are making this move with us today. We know we will all make each other better, and we cannot wait to see what the future holds for JSU and our new conference home.
Jacksonville State located about halfway between Birmingham and Atlanta, so a great geographical fit for the ASUN, but also they're coming back to their roots, rejoining the ASUN after all these years.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great addition, but the added touch is like Greg Seitz, their AD. He was there when they first joined, and we've been good colleagues ever since, and that makes it a little special that they're coming back. But Jacksonville State has a tremendous program top to bottom. I mean, the number of championships they've won, they have a great baseball program, basketball, softball, volleyball, top to bottom. And so we're really excited about it. It's a great location, a great school, and they make us stronger top to bottom.
Absolutely. Now, all 3 schools will officially join the ASUN this summer and will start competing this fall. Central Arkansas, Eastern Kentucky, Jacksonville State, all 3 play FCS football. I know football is such a big part of this expansion.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, one thing that for all our members is really important, we're not compromising anything.
No.
We're going to continue to excel in basketball. We know the spotlight is the brightest during March when we're playing March Madness,
Absolutely.
and we want to be bigger in that. But football, something about the Southeast, there's a little bit of
They care a little
passion.
bit, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're so proud to jump into that, and I know we have 5. And we've alluded to that 6 allows you to get an automatic bid into the FCS championship. And we have agreed that we will pursue getting a 6th. And if we find a 7th or 8th that meet the criteria, we will do that. But the goal is to be the best conference in FCS. So we're going to be picky. And we think we've got something very attractive to offer to others.
Yeah, on that same note, today's announcement sets up the conference very well in the here and now, but as you look into the future, what might it lead to down the road?
Well, I'll tell you, we've got 8 crystal balls in our office, and they all say a little bit different story.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the biggest celebration is, as a conference, the ASUN will have 12 members. It's been a few years. That's the highest we've ever been. But that'll allow us to play divisionally. It'll give us stronger representation in all of our sports, and everybody's going to have the same academic focus, so we don't compromise that 70% success academically. But if you want to look down the road a little bit,
let's do it.
I think there's some stage 2 plans.
Okay.
Let's celebrate. Let's get next year launched, and we'll see what the future brings. But I would love to be part of a sequel if we can do a part 2.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's celebrating this expansion and the 3 schools coming part of the ASUN.
You can come back anytime. You are welcome to
All
come
right.
back for part 2, absolutely. Well, an exciting day for the ASUN. No doubt a great moment today. Many great moments to come with the addition of these 3 schools. That'll do it for this ASUN expansion special. Thank you so much, Ted, for coming by. We certainly do appreciate it. And for any and all information around the happenings involving the ASUN Conference, as always, please go check out asunsports.org.